Every day, over 28 million tons of freight moves across America's rail network. But before that grain from Kansas reaches a port in Houston, or those auto parts from Detroit get to an assembly plant in Alabama, there's a complex sorting operation happening behind the scenes. Railroad classification yards are the invisible backbone of freight movement, where thousands of rail cars get organized, sorted, and sent to their destinations across the continent. Classification yards are massive rail facilities where freight cars from different origins get sorted into new trains heading to specific destinations. Think of them as giant sorting centers, similar to how packages move through a postal facility. The largest yards can handle over 3,000 cars daily and span several square miles. Major yards like Union Pacific's Bailey Yard in Nebraska process cars 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, keeping America's supply chains moving. There are three main types of classification yards. Flat yards use locomotives to push and pull cars on level track. They're slower but work well for smaller operations. Hump yards use gravity and an artificial hill to sort cars automatically. As cars roll down the hump, switches direct them to different tracks. The most advanced are automated hump yards, where computers control the entire sorting process, measuring car weight and speed to ensure safe coupling. The hump yard process is fascinating engineering. Incoming trains arrive at the receiving yard, where locomotives separate individual cars or small groups. Cars then get pushed over the hump, typically 15 to 20 feet high. As they roll down, trackside scanners read car numbers and destinations. Computer-controlled switches, called retarders, automatically slow cars to the right speed before they couple with other cars heading to the same destination. Once cars are sorted by destination, they move to the departure yard where new trains are assembled. This involves more than just hooking cars together. Crews must balance train weight, ensure proper car placement for safety, and verify that hazardous materials follow federal regulations. A typical manifest train might have 100 to 150 cars from dozens of different shippers, all heading to the same general region. Modern classification yards use advanced technology to track every movement. Radio frequency identification tags and optical scanners automatically identify cars and their contents. Centralized traffic control systems coordinate movements across hundreds of miles of track. Some yards even use artificial intelligence to optimize sorting patterns and reduce the time cars spend in the facility from days to hours. The 6 Class 1 railroads, BNSF, Union Pacific, CSX, Norfolk Southern, Canadian National, and CPKC, operate the largest classification yards in North America. Bailey Yard processes over 14,000 cars daily. CSX's Radnor Yard in Nashville handles traffic for the entire Southeast. These massive facilities are strategically located at major rail junctions where multiple routes converge, maximizing efficiency for cross-country freight movement. Classification yards are the unsung heroes of American logistics, turning individual rail cars into efficient long-distance trains that move everything from grain to automobiles across thousands of miles. While trucks handle local delivery, rail classification systems make it possible to move massive volumes of freight efficiently across continents. At Steel Wheel Logistics, we help shippers navigate this complex rail network to optimize their supply chains. Visit steelwheellogistics.com to learn how rail can transform your freight strategy.